Howdy, howdy, and happy Black Friday. Who's ready for some deals of the century? I mean, pretty much. But today really is the best day for all these cold wallet Black Friday deals. Most of the deals that are going to be live for the season are live. So these are the best deals with all the best brands that we've all been waiting for: Tangem, Ledger, Trezor. Um, all the links to all these deals are in the description of this live stream, along with my hands-on reviews of each wallet if you want to learn more about them. And what else? Let's just get right into it. Let's do it. And yeah, you literally won't find some of these deals anywhere else because the links on my channel offer additional discounts that you won't find on the company's website. Like Tangem is one example, you get an additional 10% off. Ledger is another example. You get like on one of their wallets, they don't even have a Black Friday deal, but you still get a deal if you use my link. And again, those are all in the description. So let's kick things off with Tangem. I know a lot of you have been waiting for Tangem's deal, and this is, I believe, the best deal that they've ever done. And so I'll quickly go over each wallet, or like some features of each wallet, the sale, and then also if you want to scan the QR code, that will also take you directly to the website and automatically apply any discounts. But yeah, the Tangem wallet, and when I say Tangem wallet, I'm specifically talking about the Tangem card. Obviously, Tangem has an EAL6 Plus secure element chip, which is the most secure chip used in hardware wallets. A lot of people don't know that Tangem wallets are actually EMP proof. They're X-ray resistant. They're also resistant to electrostatic discharge. They're IP68 rated, so they're completely dust and waterproof. So they are the most durable wallet on the market. And recently, Tangem has been adding a ton of features to the app. So now you can buy, sell, swap, stake, and earn yield on your stable coins all directly from your Tangem cold wallet and the Tangem app. And of course, Tangem Pay is slowly rolling out to people. So now you'll be able to spend USDC, from your Tangem wallet at over 90 million Visa terminals around the world. That said, to use Tangem Pay, you do need to own a Tangem wallet. So I guess if you don't have one, now would be the time to get it. Another thing that a lot of people like about Tangem, myself included, is that there's no firmware updates. Like with any other wallet on the market, you have to update the firmware. I recommend at least every, 3 months. But with Tangem, the only thing you ever have to update is the app on your phone. Tangem is a mobile-only wallet. It works on iOS and Android devices. And yeah, I mean, everyone knows how to update the app on their phone. And you can even set automatic updates so that your apps update themselves. Aside from that, Tangem, in my opinion, and in my experience after testing over 30 hardware wallets, is the most user-friendly wallet on the market. So if you're just getting into crypto or just getting your first cold wallet, I usually recommend Tangem as long as it supports the cryptos you plan to hold. That said, the deal that they have going on, again, 30% off the entire website. So a 3-pack of cards is only $48, down from $69. A 2-pack of cards is $38, down from $54. And the family pack is $97, down from $139. And you get free shipping with the family pack. Now, one note that I like to point out is you only need 2 Tangem cards to set up one Tangem wallet in the app. You only need 2 cards. So with the family pack, you get 6 cards, which actually allows you to create 3 separate cold wallets in your Tangem app and manage them all separately with their own seed phrase. So it's a really good way to diversify your portfolio if that's what you want to do. And then next we have the Tangem Ring, also 30% off. Usually it's $160. It's only $105 right now, which is an insane deal. So it comes with the ring, which I'm currently wearing on my finger. Comes with the ring and 2 cards, right? And the ring, it is super discreet. A lot of people would say that wearing the ring is a risk, but no one has ever asked me about this ring. It looks like any other ring, at least where I live. I know at least 4 other people who have a ring that look like this. And to my knowledge, it's not a Tangem ring. It's just their normal wedding band. So, oh yeah, it has all the same features. It works exactly the same as the cards. It's EAL6 Plus chip, EMP proof, X-ray resistant, no firmware updates. It's also equally discreet as the cards, maybe even more discreet because it's hidden in plain sight. and it's probably one of the best wallets for traveling with, or if you just live an active lifestyle. I've traveled internationally to multiple countries with my Tangem Ring. Never had any issues with it. Still works like it did the first day I got it. And then something new that Tangem is offering specifically for the holidays is their holiday box, which is normally $180, and the deal for Black Friday is $126. So what does this come with? It comes with a 3-pack of stealth cards. So stealth cards, you get 2 unbranded cards, and then you get 1 branded card, and that's what the stealth card is. And I have stealth cards, probably my favorite Tangem wallet. So these are the 2 stealth cards. You can see there's absolutely nothing on it, and then it comes with 1 branded card. So that's what you get in this holiday box. You also get the Napa leather wallet, which is just a leather wallet for fitting your cards. It supports, or rather holds 4 Tangem cards. You also get a Tangem branded thermos, as well as a tote bag. What I would have liked to have seen instead of a tote bag personally is a Tangem hat. I know a lot of you wanted this Tangem hat. And if you look at my Tangem hat, look how dirty this thing is. This is from being out in the sun all summer doing yard work. Yeah, so I would have liked to have seen like a Tangem hat or something. I thought that would be really cool, but still pretty cool if if you're a Tangem fanboy or fangirl like I am. Okay, on to Ledger. A lot of you have been waiting for Ledger. They have some really great deals this year. I think the best that I've ever seen from them. So we'll start with the Ledger Nano S Plus. This is their entry-level wallet. It's also the only wallet out of their lineup that's not really mobile compatible because it doesn't have Bluetooth or a battery. And just a quick note on Ledger wallets, all Ledger wallets are equally secure. So whether you get the cheapest one or their most premium one, they're all going to offer the same security. But the Nano S Plus is, well, it was normally $79. I think they permanently dropped the price now. So it is now $59, and you also get $10 worth of free Bitcoin. As far as how these Bitcoin redemptions work, when the wallet shows up at your house, it actually comes with a physical Bitcoin voucher, and you'll scratch that voucher off, and then you'll scan the QR code, and essentially you'll claim your Bitcoin in Ledger Live. And then after a set amount of days, you'll be able to claim the Bitcoin. But you do all that through Ledger Live, and you get a physical voucher with your wallet. But yeah, the Nano S Plus, again, it's an entry-level wallet. It's got 2 buttons to navigate the entire device. It does offer Ledger's security key, which is an app that you can use as a multi-factor authentication for various websites. And all Ledger wallets offer this as well. And again, this one doesn't have a battery, so it has to be plugged in to use. This is what it looks like. So it is their smallest wallet. So solid deal right there. Then we have the Ledger Nano X. This is a step above the Nano S Plus. It's a slightly larger device, and it does have Bluetooth and a battery, so you can use this with your iOS and Android mobile device or on your computer. Usually it's $149. They heavily discounted it this year, $74, so it's 50% off. And I put here on the slide that there's $10 worth of free Bitcoin. I don't think that's the case anymore. I was a little confused. So I think it's just 50% off, but that's still a great deal. So just ignore the $10 worth of free Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure you don't get that. You just get the 50% off. But yeah, it's pretty much the only difference between this and the Nano S Plus, again, is that it has a rechargeable battery in it, and it has Bluetooth, and it's a little larger device, but it still has 2 buttons to navigate the entire device. This was the first hardware wallet I ever bought. This one that I'm holding in my hand, you can see is pretty scratched up. Got this in late 2020. It still works if I plug it in. Then we have the Ledger Nano Gen 5. This is Ledger's newest addition to their entire lineup. It's the newest Nano wallet. So this is their entry-level touchscreen wallet. Again, really, they all offer the same security features. It has the EAL6 chip. And this one is normally $179. So actually for Black Friday, Ledger isn't even doing a deal for the Gen 5 because it is new. But if you use my link in the description, you do get that $10 worth of free Bitcoin. So you still get a deal on it if you use my link. But yeah, all the Ledger touchscreen wallets have an e-ink screen. So this is kind of what it looks like. I will say the thing about Ledger's e-ink screens is that there's no backlight. So if I turn the lights off, or you have this wallet, you turn the light off, you won't be able to see your screen. So that's the bad part about it. The good thing about e-ink screens is that they're extremely efficient. So on a full charge, if you were using your Ledger wallet like nonstop, like as if you were using it like your phone, I would last about 10 hours on a full charge. So it is a very efficient screen. Another cool thing with all the Ledger touchscreen models that we're going to cover, they all come with Ledger's new security key. So this is a pin protected backup card, kind of like Tangem, except you don't approve transactions with this. This is only for storing your Ledger seed phrase. So once you set up your Ledger wallet, you can scan this card that comes with the wallet, and it'll back up the seed phrase onto this card. This card also uses an EAL secure element chip. And like I said, it is pin protected, and it does have a total number of pin attempts that you can try before it resets itself. But really all this is just it's not a replacement for your seed phrase. It's an additional convenient and secure backup. Excuse me. So if you ever need to recover access to your Ledger wallet, to your touchscreen wallet, you would just hold this up to the back of the wallet, because all the touchscreen models have NFC, and then you enter the PIN code for your card, and it'll recover your wallet for you. So all the touchscreen models come with that now. If you buy that on its own, it's like $40. But yeah, that's the Gen 5. So what I'll tell you now is the Gen 5, the Ledger Flex, and the Ledger Stacks, they really all work the same and really offer the same functionalities. So if you're just looking for the best possible deal, but you want a touchscreen, I would lean towards the Gen 5. That said, the Ledger Flex, there's a really good deal on the Ledger Flex this year and really every year. So its original price of $249, but you get $70 worth of free Bitcoin. And then it has all the same security features as the Gen 5. It also comes with that Ledger security key. And it is, of course, instead of the all plastic design, it has an aluminum kind of frame here. So you can see it is just a little higher quality. The screen is also technically slightly higher quality than the Gen 5, but that's what that looks like. And then the only other difference is, which honestly I don't think anyone cares about unless you own multiple Flexes like me, is they can stack together magnetically. So, but I don't think anyone really cares about that. But yeah, that's a good deal, $70 worth of free Bitcoin. And then we roll into the Ledger Stacks, which is Ledger's most premium wallet. It's the first ever product like in the world on the market to have a curved e-ink plastic touchscreen. So it is the largest touchscreen they offer at, I believe it's 3.7 inches. And the only difference between the Stacks and the other touchscreen models is that the Stack supports wireless charging as well. But again, it does come with the Ledger recovery key and that $80 worth of free Bitcoin. It's still its original price of $399. Definitely a premium price, but the $80 of Bitcoin does help. Okay, now we're moving on to Trezor wallets, and yeah, I'm trying to go through this as quickly as I can. If you have any questions about any of these wallets or anything just in general, make sure you're dropping them in the chat. Happy to answer them for you. But the Trezor Safe 7 is by far, in my opinion, Trezor's best wallet they've ever put out. And for those of you who don't know, Trezor is the company who literally created the first hardware wallet, the Trezor Model 1. I believe back in 2013, 2014 time. They also invented the seed phrase. So the 12 and 24 word seed phrases that we use, that was Trezor's team, or Satoshi Labs team. So, but the Trezor Safe 7, by far one of my favorite wallets on the market right now, and one of the ones I'm most excited for. It's $249. It's the original price, but you do get a free wireless charger with it. It is Ledger's first wireless wallet, which means it has Bluetooth and a LiFePO 4 battery, which is a lot higher quality battery than a standard lithium-ion battery. So that means it is desktop and mobile compatible, the first mobile compatible Trezor wallet. It uses an encrypted Bluetooth connection to connect to your phone, or you can use Bluetooth to connect to your computer and manage it that way wirelessly, Whereas with Ledger, even though Ledger has Bluetooth, you can't connect it to your computer. So that's one thing Trezor offers over the Ledger models. But you can do everything from your mobile device with the Safe 7 if you wanted to. You can go through the entire setup process. You can do firmware updates. And of course, you can manage your crypto all from the Trezor Suite mobile app now, which is super cool. Trezor is also 100% open source. They always have been. And the Safe 7 specifically uses 2 open source secure element chips. So basically, it's double the protection from physical brute force attacks. And then one of the main, like, I guess, marketing things that Trezor was saying about the Safe 7 is that it's quantum ready, which caused a lot of confusion. Quantum ready isn't the same as quantum proof. Quantum ready means that it uses, it's already using post quantum cryptography in a couple parts of the device. And all that really means is if networks ever come out with some kind of post quantum update, like Bitcoin or Ethereum or something, the Trezor Safe 7 should be able to implement those updates a lot easier through a simple firmware update versus other wallets on the market that may have a more difficult time or might not be able to do it at all. So that's what quantum ready means, if anyone's wondering. But yeah, one of my favorite wallets by far. I don't know if I showed you what it looks like, but this is the charcoal black version. I can get a good. So this is charcoal black. They also have obsidian green and Bitcoin orange. Just know that the Bitcoin orange is the Bitcoin only model. It has a Bitcoin only firmware, whereas the green and this black one is the multi-coin version. The Safe 7 also has the brightest touchscreen on the market. So it's you can see it has nice large buttons. This is 700 nits of brightness, which is close to iPhone territory. iPhones operate on average about 1,000 nits of brightness, so it's a little below it. And then, if you don't want to spend that much, the Trezor Safe 3 and Safe 5 are still great wallets, especially with the deal they have going on right now, 40% off both of them. They both have EAL6 plus secure element chips. They're both 100% open source. The Safe 3 is button operated, so it has 2 buttons to navigate the entire device. And then, whereas the Safe 5 is a Gorilla Glass touchscreen with haptic feedback. The Safe 7 also has haptic feedback as well and is Gorilla Glass as well. But both of these, the Safe 5 and the Safe 3, they don't have batteries, so they are mainly best used as desktop wallets. They don't work on iOS devices. But a great deal. The Safe 3 is usually $79. You get it for $49 right now, making it one of the most affordable wallets on this list. And the Safe 5, normally $169, is now $101. So you can't go wrong with this wallet as long as you don't mind using it with your computer. Whereas if you're looking for something you can use with your phone or both your phone and your computer, you'd probably want to lean towards the Safe 7. Okay, next up we have the Era wallet. So a lot of you might have never even heard about this wallet. This is a new wallet, newer wallet, one of the newest ones on the market. And it's currently, I'd say this has taken a spot as my favorite air-gapped wallet for a couple different reasons. So first off, it allows you to set up and manage 10 separate seed phrases in this wallet. So it's essentially 10 wallets in one. Most hardware wallets like Ledger and Trezor and Tangem, they only allow you to generate and manage one seed phrase per device. So this one, 10 seed phrases, and they're all secured by their own PIN or password combination. So it's super cool. Basically 10 wallets in one. It's also waterproof and dustproof. If you watch my review video, I drop it in a glass of water and it continues to work fine. Another cool thing similar to Ledger is that the Era comes with 3 recovery cards, and it works the exact same way. It comes with 3 of these for free. These are IP68 rated waterproof, but it works the same way. You can back up your seed phrase onto these cards. Each card has a secure element chip that protects your seed phrase, and it's also pin protected as well. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it's air gap, so it does have a little camera on the back that it's not for taking selfies. It's not a high quality camera, but it scans QR codes extremely quickly for transactions. Also, it uses an e-ink touchscreen, similar to the Ledger touchscreen models. But in my opinion, in my testing, this touchscreen is more responsive than Ledger's. It's a lot quicker because they use a microcontroller unit for the screen, whereas Ledger uses, they don't use one. So this is a lot quicker e-ink screen. It also has haptic feedback, which Ledger doesn't have. And this screen has a backlight. So if you want to use this e-ink screen in the dark, you can, because it lights up. So yeah, it's a really great wallet. I was actually, I was impressed when I unboxed it and opened it up and started using it. It also uses 5 levels of entropy. So most hardware wallets, without getting too technical, most hardware wallets generate your seed phrase using one method, and that method is through a true random number generator inside the secure element chip. There's nothing wrong with this method. It's completely secure, and it generates a truly random seed phrase. However, certain wallets like Ngrave and BC Vault, they use multiple levels of entropy, basically for just so that if maybe one were compromised or one didn't work so well, there's other levels to it. So when you're setting up the Era wallet, just during the setup process, it has you swipe your finger on the screen in a bunch of different directions. That creates randomness. Then you literally shake the device. That creates randomness. Then you move the camera all around, all crazy like. That creates randomness. And then it also has a true random number generator inside the secure element chip in the device, as well as another secure number generator in the, true random number generator inside the MCU. And all that together, you're essentially creating your own truly random seed phrase. So super cool wallet. Was really impressed with it. It's 30% off, usually $226. It's $163. Now, one thing where people get confused with this deal is if you use a link to go check out this deal, when you land on the website, it's going to show you that it's $180. That's only for people who just land on the website. But once you add it to your cart and go to checkout, it'll drop to the $163 price because you get the additional discount for using my link. So only once you get to the checkout page will you see that it's discounted to $163. But definitely check out the wallet. It's super cool. Next, we have Blockstream Jade. This is a new one to the list. These are Bitcoin-only wallets mainly. So if you're into Bitcoin-only wallets, this is an option. Blockstream Jade is also air-gapped, which is cool. Also 100% open source. But currently, there's 2 Jade wallets. There's the original Jade, which is the one I have. And then there's the Jade Plus, which I can't comment on because I don't own that one yet. But it's pretty similar to the original Jade. It just has it has a larger screen. And then also with the original Jade, you can do transactions via Bluetooth, USB, or QR codes. There's actually a camera on the back of both of these devices for scanning QR codes. But the Jade Plus allows you to use an SD card if you're super technical and want to be extra secure. But aside from that, because they are air-gapped, they work with both mobile and desktop devices. There's also the Blockstream app for mobile phones and for your desktop, or you can use it with other apps like MetaMask or whatever it may be, or rather, probably like Sparrow Wallet, like Bitcoin software wallets. But yeah, I know a lot of people like Blockstream Jade. I don't personally use it because I don't really use Bitcoin-only wallets because I hold more than Bitcoin. That said, 21% off. The Jade gets you a deal of $62. It's originally $79. Or if you want to try the Jade Plus, it's usually $169. It's only $133 right now. Another one we have is Rider One. So the way I've been telling people about this wallet is it's basically like Tangem, but with a screen. And what I mean by that is it works the same as Tangem. The setup is almost just as easy and quick. And when it comes to confirming transactions, just like you do with Tangem, you hold the device up to your phone, and that approves the transaction. The main difference, though, is that it has a screen. So before you hold it up to your phone to confirm transactions, you actually approve the transaction on the screen, and it's a nice touch screen, decent size, and Every Rider wallet also comes with a free wireless charger and the Rider recovery tag. And Rider is a little unique in that it has its own Shamir seed phrase backup. So when you generate your seed phrase, it's encrypted and then split into multiple shards. And you can create really as many shards as you want. But with everything that it comes with, one shard is stored on your wallet, another one is stored on the recovery key, and then another one is stored on like in the cloud on your phone or locally in your phone, I believe. Which is all secure because they're only pieces of the seed phrase and they're encrypted. And you can't do anything with only a piece of the seed phrase. You need to put it all together to access your wallet, which is why that's a secure backup method. But it is fully wireless. It's also IP67 rated, so it's waterproof, dustproof. Uses an EAL secure element chip. And yeah, it's a solid wallet. My only complaint with Rider One, because it is extremely easy, which I'm a huge fan of. My main complaint is because they're so new, they don't have a ton of coin support, which they are prioritizing because they understand that a lot of people just want access to more coins. So they are prioritizing that, and you'll be able to access new coins through firmware updates, which all firmware updates are done using NFC. So you literally just set the wallet on your phone, and it'll update it. So yeah, pretty cool. Usually it's $249, $174 right now with the free wireless charger. Then we have the Keystone 3 Pro. This is one of the more well-known and popular air-gapped wallets. It's 100% open source. It uses 3 EAL secure element chips because it allows you to manage 3 separate seed phrases. Not quite as much as Era, but still more than most wallets. It also has a biometric fingerprint scanner on the back for accessing the device. And you can disable or enable the USB-C function. So if you don't want to use it as an air-gapped wallet, you can just you can enable the USB in the settings, and that will allow you to transact using the USB-C cable. Of course, you still charge the device using a USB-C, but this is what it looks like. Definitely a larger wallet with a larger screen. And then the back, this is a custom-made one that I had done like a year or two ago. But as you can see, it has the biometric fingerprint scanner and then the camera for scanning QR codes. And yeah, that one is 20% off right now, making it only $119, down from $149. And it comes with a free carrying case. Now, something that everyone should have if you're watching the stream and you don't have one is a metal seed phrase plate. You shouldn't be storing your seed phrase on a piece of paper. Paper is not meant to last a lifetime, whereas metal is. So Amazon is currently having their Black Friday week, I guess. And so what I've done with the link in the description is I filtered out metal seed phrase plates that are on the Black Friday sale. So you can get between 10 to 30% off these plates. They're fireproof, waterproof, corrosion resistant. They have different options like 304 stainless steel and titanium. Both of them are 100 times better than a piece of paper. And then just make sure whichever one you get supports the length of your seed phrase, whether that's 12 or 24 words. And then there's different types of plates. Like the one on screen is the Keystone Tablet Plus. This is the one that I have the most of. And this one comes with pre-cut metal letters that you insert into the wallet. So as you can see, you just take out the letters. They're like little tabby pieces, and they go under this plate. So this top plate screws over all the letters. That's why there's a bunch of screws in it. Comes with a screwdriver and everything you need. And then if you're wondering what this hole is at the bottom, this is to put like a padlock through if you wanted to do that, just to help kind of keep it secure. But again, there's a ton of options on Amazon. It doesn't really matter what one you get as long as you like it and you're happy with it. So that's the important thing. But yeah, like I said, link to that's also in the description. Link to all this stuff is in the description, along with my hands-on reviews, even of this plate. I have a review of this plate. I set it on fire. I drop it on the ground just to show you how durable it is. That review's in the description. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, all these deals, everyone's wondering, well, how long do I have? All of them, from what I've seen, they all go into the first week of December. So anywhere from December 1st up to around December 9th is what I've seen. And I'll definitely keep you posted as we get closer to the end of these deals. I'll make sure to remind you, but you have plenty of time if you're still need to do research or considering. So no rush. And all these links will be active as long as the deals are active. So I'm going to head over to the chat here. Hope everyone's having a great Friday, because I sure am. These deals got me super excited. I don't know. It's an exciting time of year for, I mean, if you're going to spend money, you may as well save money. And I know Black Friday starts earlier and earlier every year, but I mean, honestly, I'll save up money just for Black Friday and make a list of stuff that I've been thinking about all year, and just wait till Black Friday and get it then, because it's kind of a no-brainer to me. Anyways, Mazer1775 says, I always look forward to your videos. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for saying that. A little bit says, win deals. Absolutely. SafePal discount. That's a good question. The last time I checked, I didn't see any Black Friday deals for SafePal. I honestly didn't check over the last like 1 or 2 days, though. Let me see if they have something going on. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. I mean, just scrolling on SafePal's Twitter, I don't see anything. Yeah, and I don't see anything on their website. So I don't think SafePal has announced their Black Friday deal yet. So stay tuned. El queso está viejo y apestoso. I kind of know what that means, but thanks for joining the live stream. The cheese is as old as the pasta, or what's apestoso? I don't know that word. Or and. I'm still learning Spanish, so we're getting there. What is the best way to put my XRP? I don't know what you're asking, but the best way to store your XRP is on any of these cold wallets. And it's really simple to do. If you're coming from a crypto exchange like Coinbase, you would just copy the receiving address from your cold wallet. Then you go over to Coinbase, you hit the send button, you paste your wallet's receiving address, you enter how much XRP you want to send, you hit send, and that's about it. Let's see. Regarding Tangent Wallet, is there a difference between buying the 2-3-pack versus buying a family pack? Yes. So the 2-pack only comes with 2 cards. That's enough to create 1 wallet. The 3-pack comes with 3 cards. That's still only enough to create 1 wallet, because you need a minimum of 2 cards to create 1 Tangent Wallet. As far as the debating or determining if you should get a 2 or a 3-pack, I always say, if you're going to use your Tangent Wallet with a seed phrase, because you can set it up with or without a seed phrase. If you're going to set it up without a seed phrase, that means that your cards are the keys to your crypto. So you don't have the seed phrase as the key to your wallet. If you set it up without a seed phrase, these are your only keys. So if you're not going to use a seed phrase, you would want 3 cards, in my opinion, so that you have 3 backups. So you have the 1 extra backup, because if you set up Tangent without a seed phrase and you lose all your cards, you would lose access to all your crypto. So you would definitely want the 3-pack. But that's why I prefer to set up my Tangent Wallet with the seed phrase. And if you are going to use the seed phrase, you could get away with doing the 2-pack. As far as the family pack is concerned, that means you get 6 Tangent Wallets, which allows you to set up 3 different cold wallets in the Tangent app if you want to do that. And it doesn't matter, like, you could buy a bunch of different Tangent boxes and mix all the cards together. It doesn't matter until you set them up. They're all the same thing until you create the wallet. So 6 cards, this would be 1 wallet, 2 cards, and then another 2 cards. That's another wallet. And then, so 3 wallets. That's how that works. So if you want to diversify your crypto, the family pack is a good option. If you just want 1 wallet and are using a seed phrase, you could get the 2-pack. If you just want one wallet and are not using a seed phrase, you get the 3-pack. Looking at the Ledger Flex with the $70 in Bitcoin, that makes the bet price the same as the Nano Gen 5, which as of today is not available in the US. So the Flex is a better deal than the Gen 5, yeah. I mean, that I wouldn't say it's a better deal. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for. I mean, if that's the deal you want to take, then go for it. But just to be clear, the Gen 5 is available in the US. Yeah, they weren't able to ship it because of the government was shut down, so they didn't have approval from the FCC yet. But now that it's back open, we should all be good to go. So no worries there. How do I keep track of my portfolio after I transfer my crypto to my Tangem? Well, it's all displayed in your Tangem app. So all the crypto you own, it's all still in your app. You can see everything. You can manage it. So you can still look at it all through the app. Remember, the card just holds the keys, and then the Tangem app allows you to view all your crypto. So let me show you an example here. This is just a test wallet. I don't actually have anything in it, but you can see there's this is like your portfolio. Your total portfolio is shown right here at the top, and then if you had crypto, like if you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, it will show you how much of each you own, and you can manage it all here. So you do it all through the Tangem app. Tangem is truly an all-in-one wallet. You do everything from the app, and the cards just secure the keys to your crypto. Which, if you're trying to secure your crypto, for those of you who don't know, you're not actually securing your crypto. You're securing the keys to your crypto. Crypto doesn't live on the block, or doesn't live in wallets. Crypto doesn't live on exchanges. It doesn't exist there. Crypto only exists in one place. That's on the blockchain network. How you access your accounts on the blockchain network is using your key. That key is what's stored in the wallet. That's why you want an offline. That's why you want to store it offline in a secure environment, which is exactly what a cold wallet does. You meant net price. Gotcha. Yeah, again, you could track your entire portfolio in the Tangem app safely. Hey, Skrilla, do you use CoinMarketCap? Is it worth to have an account there? I definitely don't have an account there. You don't need an account to just like look at stuff. I don't really use it. I've definitely looked at it, but I mean, there's lots of other options. There's Dex Screener, there's Dex Scanner. But yeah, you don't need an account on CoinMarketCap. Shout out to 352 Lambo. Does a Keystone 3 Pro still offer custom-made models? So they do a lot of custom stuff. I don't know if they do it on an individual basis. They more just did it for for the channel. So yeah, I know they offer a lot of custom wallets. I don't know if they do like individual customized devices. I imagine they wouldn't, but I could be wrong. Whiskey Riddler says, "You are the GOAT. Thank you. Are fees applied if you move crypto from one Tangem wallet to another?" Yes. It doesn't have anything to do with the wallet. Fees have nothing to do with the wallet you're using. Transfer fees and stuff. That's all determined by what blockchain network your crypto is on. So if your crypto is on something like Solana, you're always only going to pay like a few cents to transfer crypto because Solana is an efficient network. Whereas if you're transferring something like Bitcoin or Ethereum, the transfer fees can be a lot higher depending how busy the network is. So yeah, anytime you transact with crypto, whether you're moving it, buying it, selling it, swapping it, there's always an on-chain transaction fee that's charged by the blockchain network. Again, has nothing to do with your wallet. The blockchain doesn't know what kind of wallet you own. It doesn't know if you have a Ledger, a Tangem, a Trezor. Doesn't care because it doesn't matter. Neil says, patiently waiting for Tangem Pay. Do you know how many cards they're coming with? So Tangem Pay is already available in certain places. They have two options. They have a virtual card, which is free. You just set up your account in the app, and the app is your virtual card. And then they will have a physical card, just like a debit card. Those are the two cards they'll have. Eric says, what would be the advantage of the Era 100% air gap transactions? So yeah, that's something I didn't mention. So air gap wallets, the way that wallet manufacturers market air gap wallets is that they're more secure. It's not true. Air gap wallets are not more secure than a non-air gap wallet. They're equally secure, in my opinion. And studies have been done, like by Shift Crypto, who is the creator of the Bitbox wallet. They did a super in-depth study of air gap wallets, and their conclusion was that air gap wallets are not more secure. But there are technically less attack vectors because there's no USB, there's no Bluetooth, but no wallets have ever been compromised via USB or Bluetooth. So in the real world, it's not really a concern, especially if the wallet manufacturer knows what they're doing and how to create a secure product. So in my opinion, air gap is really more of a marketing thing, but it doesn't mean that air gap's a bad wallet. I wouldn't necessarily recommend air gap wallets to like a complete beginner who's just getting into cold wallets. Unless you're a little tech savvy, then you could definitely figure it out. It's really not that hard. It's just crypto's already complicated enough. So like adding in, oh, you got to scan this QR code with your camera. Just that alone is kind of like, what do you mean? So yeah, there's not really any advantages, but with the Era wallet specifically, I think there are advantages to that wallet. Like you can manage 10 different seed phrases. It's waterproof, dust proof. Yeah, those I'd say are the main advantages. Mario says, thank you for the info. You are welcome. Thanks for joining the live stream. If someone asks you what is the best way to get into crypto, what do you recommend? I spent 2 years learning before I chose my method. Anyone who asks about getting into crypto, usually, sorry, my dog is having a bad dream. Hey, wake up. Okay, we're good. They need to learn the fundamentals. Most people who have been in crypto even for years don't even understand that crypto doesn't actually live in wallets or on crypto exchanges. You need to start with the fundamentals. If you don't start with the fundamentals, where crypto is stored, how you secure it, how you secure your keys, what the scams are. If you don't start there, you're going to lose everything. And that's just a fact. That's how it always happens. There's been veterans in the game for years who never learn the fundamentals and they end up losing it all. So that's where you need to start. How you want to do that, it really depends on the person. If that person likes reading books, there's plenty of books that they can pick up in the library. There's my YouTube channel. There's some other YouTube channels that cover the fundamentals. I feel like most crypto YouTube channels don't cover fundamentals though. They just cover like crypto news, like, oh, Bitcoin's up today. And then they're like, oh, Bitcoin's down today. Same with like XRP news. So yeah, learn the fundamentals. Pearls of Wisdom said, all these deals are killing me. Just made a purchase a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I definitely get it. And by no means do you, if you already have a wallet, you're already set, then you don't need to FOMO into any of these deals. But just realize that it's the same every year. You can expect every brand to have sales this time of year, every year. That's just how it goes. So, Ledger Flex or Arrow Wallet, what do you like better? For me, I would say Ledger Flex because Era is still so new. They don't support support as many blockchain networks as Ledger. So anytime you buy a cold wallet, the first thing you should always check is if that wallet supports the cryptocurrencies you want to secure with it. So that's where I would start. And then as far as that, a common theme with air gap wallets is they don't have a mobile app that they use to manage the crypto. For example, Ledger has Ledger Live, which is now called Ledger Wallet. Trezor has Trezor Suite. Tangem has a Tangem app. Whereas Era, it has an app, but that app is only for setting up the wallet and doing firmware updates. It's not for managing the crypto. To manage your crypto, you just have to use a different software wallet app like MetaMask or Rabby, which is the same thing. It's not any less secure. You're just using a different app. But yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of air gap wallets. If I were to use an air gap wallet, it would be Era, and I will use this wallet for some of my crypto. But I'm a huge fan of like super convenient. That's why I like Tangem so much. Low Key Jinx says, "What's up, brother? Just order my 3-card set with your link. Thanks. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy that. Would be curious to know if this is your first cold wallet." Quick question: if a wallet supports passphrase, will the app show that hidden wallet portfolio? Um, if you are signed into the hidden wallet, then yes, it will show that wallet's portfolio. If you're not signed in, then it's not going to show it. Is it possible to run two wallets on the app, one for personal and one for an LLC? I mean, yeah, you would just have to make that. Um, you just have to separate that as an individual and as a company. I mean, that doesn't really have anything to do with the wallet. That's more how you are managing your assets and addresses outside of the wallet. So yeah, you could use any wallets or any combination of wallets for personal and for LLC. It doesn't matter what wallet you're using when it comes to that. It comes down to the receiving addresses. Dino, you're welcome, or Dino. After setting up my Tangent wallet, when do I actually need to use a card? Is it only required when transferring out, not when receiving? So any cold wallet, you don't have to confirm transactions. You don't have to confirm anything when receiving crypto to a wallet. It's like sending an email. Like if I got your email and I sent you an email, you don't have to approve me sending that email. I can just send it to you. It's the same thing with transferring crypto. If I have your wallet address, I could just send crypto straight to your wallet. You don't need to approve it. It just will show up. So the only time you ever use your cold wallet is when you're approving transactions. That could be sending crypto, that could be buying crypto, selling crypto, swapping crypto, staking crypto. Any of that stuff will always require approval from your wallet device. In Tangent's case, you have to scan the card. With Ledger, you have to press approve on the screen. So yeah. Using your link, Ledger website displays stacks at 470 with $80 Bitcoin voucher, not $399. That's not what it shows on my website. And if I literally go to the website right now, it's $399. So I'm not sure if you're in like, are you in like a different country maybe? And maybe it's not showing in USD. I bet that would be my guess. If you check at the top of the website, sometimes there's a language thing you can check. Like earlier, mine was on, I think it was like Chinese or Japanese. So I bet that's what it's showing is a different price. It looks like USD, but no, the link is $399. They don't sell it for $470. Dun, dun, dun. And I can even show you. And I literally just typed in ledger.com and went to their website. So yeah, you can see it's $399. But check up here where it says maybe it's in, I don't know, something like earlier mine, I think was, yeah, it all says $399. So I'm not sure what you're seeing, but it's $399 with $80 worth of free Bitcoin. Yes, I knew that I meant stinky. Yeah, okay. Thanks for clarifying that. There isn't much relevant information about crypto in Spanish. It'd be great if you had a channel in Spanish. Yeah, I've definitely thought about doing that. There's ways to do that. YouTube offers like the what is that called? The audio dubbing, and it was doing it for a while for my channel, so you could watch it in Portuguese, Spanish, Arabic, a bunch of other languages, and then all of a sudden it stopped doing it, even though I had that feature enabled. It doesn't do it for any of my recent videos, which is unfortunate. So it looks like I just need to really double down and learn Spanish and start like a Spanish channel. That would be super cool. Let's see. I recently discovered your channel and learned a lot from you. Your explanations are super clear. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for saying that. And it's funny because I haven't always been a clear communicator, especially because I failed at school, hated English class. So actually building this channel out and talking with tens of thousands of people on this channel is what has helped me become a better and more clear communicator. So I got to give a shout out to everyone here who asks questions and interacts with the channel, because you have basically forced me to become a better communicator. So I appreciate you. Ninja says, are the blockchain network fees always higher the more money value of crypto I transfer, or is the fees always fixed to each? No, most of the times it's a network dependent, not how much crypto you're sending. So really with gas fees, it's what network you're using and how busy that network is at the time of your transaction, not how much crypto you're sending. My friend recommended Tangem. Also, I have two friends in crypto that recommended getting it off the exchange as soon as possible. So did research and picked Tangem. So many options. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it sounds like you have some really smart friends. I mean, a lot of people don't understand the risk of holding crypto on exchanges. So it sounds like you've got some good friends. As far as there being a lot of options, there are a ton of options for hardware wallets. The one thing I will say about hardware wallets is they all do the same thing at the end of the day. They all hold your keys, and they are all used to they all are used to secure your keys, right? So really, when it comes to choosing the best hardware wallet, again, the first things you want to check is coin support. Does it support the cryptocurrencies you want to hold? If it doesn't, then you can't use that wallet. So you can cross that one off your list. The second thing you want to check, the second deal breaker, is device compatibility. Does it work with the devices you have at home, your phone, your computer? Do you have a preference? Do you want it to work with one or the other? Do you want it to work with both? Once you check those two things off your list, then you can really get into the weeds and see like which app or interface you like better. Because again, at the end of the day, they really all do the same thing. Do all wallets charge the same blockchain fees based on the token, or do some wallets charge more than others? No, again, blockchain fees have nothing to do with the wallets. Absolutely zero. The blockchain does not know what wallet you're using. Doesn't have not a single sliver of what wallet you use. Blockchain fees are completely separate. Ninja says, thank you. You are welcome. So I finally caught up to the chat, which is nice. It's definitely been a little easier to catch up to the chat lately. Over the last couple of months, I would be like an hour behind on the chat, just because there were so many questions and comments, which is super fun, because I actually welcome any questions and comments. That said, I'm happy that I was able to answer everyone's question. And again, all the links to all these Black Friday deals, if you're just joining or if you missed this, all the deals are in the description of this video, along with the links that will take you directly to the deals. And some of those links will get you an even better deal than what the website's offering for Black Friday, because of the relationship that I have formed with all these hardware wallet companies. I've always fought to get the best possible deals. So come Black Friday, we have the best deals on the market. But yeah, I guess I can quickly go through. I'm not going to go through the details of the wallet, but I'll go through the deals so you know what's up. Tangem is currently offering 30% off their entire website using my link. Plus, you get $10 worth of free Bitcoin. Did I mention that? I don't think I did. With Tangem, you don't only get 30% off. You also get $10 worth of free Bitcoin. And the way that works, after you submit the order, you'll get an email with a link and instructions on how to claim that Bitcoin. Basically, once you get your Tangem wallet and set it up, you'll be able to claim your Bitcoin. I think I forgot to mention that. So that's another part of the deal. 30% off, plus $10 worth of free Bitcoin, plus free shipping for the select products, or if your order is over $89. And that applies to the 3-card set, which is $48, the 2-card set, which is only $38, and the family pack, where you get 6 cards, that is $97. The Tangem ring, which is what I'm wearing, is 30% off. It also comes with 2 cards. Again, it's the same deal. only $105. You also get $10 worth of free Bitcoin, and you get free shipping with the ring. Then they have the Tangem holiday box. It comes with a 3-pack of stealth cards, which is 2 blank discrete cards and 1 branded card. It also comes with a Napa leather card holder. It fits 4 cards, a Tangem branded thermos, and a Tangem tote bag. That's $126 down from $180. You also get the $10 in free Bitcoin plus free shipping. Then we have the Ledger Nano S Plus. This is Ledger's entry-level wallet. It's $59, and you get $10 worth of free Bitcoin. Super solid deal. The Ledger Nano X, first hardware wallet I ever had. Their best deal yet, ever, I believe, on the Ledger Nano X. 50% off, making it only $74. It says $10 of Bitcoin, but I don't believe you actually get that. It's just the 50% off. Ledger Nano Gen 5, there's no deal for Black Friday for the Ledger Nano Gen 5, but if you use my link, you will get it for the normal price of $179 and $10 worth of free Bitcoin. So that's one example of how we get the best deals using the channel's links. Then we have the Ledger Flex. Its original price, $249, $70 worth of free Bitcoin with the Ledger Flex, which is massive. Someone mentioned earlier that makes it basically the same value as the Ledger Nano Gen 5 if you're including that $70 worth of free Bitcoin you get. So super good deal. Also remember, every Ledger touchscreen wallet comes with the Ledger Recovery key card, which is $40 if you buy it on its own. And this is basically just a secure and convenient way to back up your seed phrase along with your written seed phrase. This is pin protected in a secure element chip. Comes with every Ledger touchscreen wallet. And then you have the Ledger Stacks, which is Ledger's most premium wallet. It has the largest screen, the only curved e-ink touchscreen in the world. And you get $80 of free Bitcoin with that wallet. Then we have Trezor wallets. The Safe 7 is my personal favorite Trezor wallet. It's in my opinion, the best wallet Trezor has ever put out. $249 original price, but you get the free wireless charger for Black Friday. It's available in 3 colors: Bitcoin Orange, Obsidian Green, and Charcoal Black, which is the one I have. It is their first wireless wallet, so you can use it on your phone or your computer with the encrypted Bluetooth connection. And you can also set it up. You can update the firmware, and you can obviously manage your crypto all through your phone if you want to do that. An even crazier deal, though, is the Trezor Safe 3 and Trezor Safe 5, both still extremely good wallets. They are mainly desktop wallets because they don't have a battery or Bluetooth, so you have to plug them in to use them. But for the price, great deal. $49 for the Trezor Safe 3, making it one of the cheapest wallets on this list. Or $101 for the Safe 5, which is Ledger's entry-level touchscreen. Super solid. Then we have the Arrow wallet. This is a brand new 100% air-gapped wallet. I'm not a huge fan of air-gapped wallets just because I'm like all about, obviously security is like a no-brainer, but I'm all about like usability. That's why I really enjoy Tangem. But if you like the air-gapped style, this is probably my favorite air-gapped wallet on the market. I can't think of one that I like more right now. But the coolest thing about this wallet isn't that it's air-gapped, it's that you can manage 10 different seed phrases on the one device, and each seed phrase is secured by its own PIN or password. The cool thing about Era is it gives you the option. You can either set it up and secure it with a PIN or with a password. It's one of the only wallets that allows you to do that as well. So this is basically like 10 hardware wallets in one. It's also water and dust proof. And it comes with 3 backup cards, recovery cards like Ledger, except Ledger only comes with 1. Era comes with 3. And they look like this. So these are all, they have their own secure chip. They are PIN protected. And you can, when you set up the Arrow wallet, you can choose to back up your seed phrase on these cards in addition to writing it down. And then if you ever need to recover your Arrow wallet, you would just hold this up to the back of the wallet because it does have NFC. So you just hold it up to the back of the wallet. You'd enter the PIN for the card, and then it'll recover your wallet. And that's something else I forgot to mention about Era is that it is an NFC wallet as well. So when it comes to doing firmware updates, all you do is hold it up to the back of your phone. You could just like set it on your phone or whatever, and your firmware update downloads. It's super cool. again, if you want to see this stuff in action, I have reviews to all these wallets in the description, and I cover all this stuff in the review as well. I need some water. But yeah, that one is $163 right now. The other thing I forgot to mention is it does have an e-ink screen like the Ledger touchscreen models, except the Era screen is a bit more responsive and it has a backlight so you can actually use it in the dark. Let's see, Blockstream Jade is a Bitcoin only wallet. I own the original Blockstream Jade. I don't own the new Jade Plus, but if you like air gap wallets and if you like Bitcoin only wallets, Blockstream is a popular option, 100% air gapped, 100% open source. You can use it as an air gapped wallet, or you can use it as a USB wallet or Bluetooth as well on both your mobile and desktop device. But 21% off both of these, which makes the original Jade $62, or the Jade Plus, which has that larger screen that's 66% larger, makes it $133. Then we have Rider One. So this is like Tangem, but with a screen. And what I mean by that is it literally works the same as Tangem, and setup is just about as quick as Tangem. But the main difference is when you're signing a transaction, first you approve it on the device because it has its own screen. Once you approve it on the Rider device, then you hold it up to your phone. With an iPhone, you can just tap it to the front. With Android, it's on the back. But then you just hold it up to the phone and then it approves a transaction that way. So you get that one extra step of confirmation. And then the Rider wallet, it also comes with a free wireless charger because it is a completely enclosed design. So it is waterproof, dustproof, and it comes with the Rider recovery tag. So this stores an encrypted share of your seed phrase, just a part of your seed phrase. This stores another encrypted share of your seed phrase, and then the other encrypted share is stored on your either like your iCloud or Google Cloud account. And that is secure because it's only encrypted shares. It's not your entire seed phrase. And by splitting it up and diversifying it, it makes a secure backup. So that one's $174 right now, down from $249. Then we have the Keystone 3 Pro, another air gapped wallet. This one does support a lot of cryptocurrencies. It's probably, I'd say the 3 Pro is the most popular and well-known air gapped wallet on the market. It also has a biometric fingerprint scanner that you can use to access the device. It does have a USB function that you can enable or disable if you don't want to use it air gapped. You can use it with the USB-C cable. And it does allow you to manage and store 3 separate seed phrases. So it's like 3 wallets in one. This one is $120, down from $150. And it comes with a free carrying case. And then again, anyone who owns a cold wallet, you better not be storing your seed phrase on a piece of paper that comes with the cold wallet. That is not a responsible thing to do. For example, this is what comes with your Trezor wallet. This is not acceptable for storing your seed phrase. This is not a long-term solution. A metal seed phrase plate is a long-term solution. I mean, it's a solid piece of metal. You can't go wrong with a solid piece of metal. So what I've done is I've taken the Black Friday deals on Amazon and I filtered it by metal seed phrase plates, and the ones that are specifically on sale, they average like 10 to 30% off. That way you can find the best ones. That link's in the description. And of course, these are fireproof, waterproof, corrosion resistant. There's different options like stainless steel or titanium. Both options are 100% better than using a piece of paper. And then you just want to make sure that it supports the length of seed phrase that you use, whether that's 12 or 24 words. Some of them come with a metal engraver that you'll use to like write the seed phrase into the metal. Some of them come with metal letters that are already pre-cut for you, which is like the one on screen. That's the Keystone Tablet Plus, which looks like this. This is the one that I use. So you can see it has a bunch of screws around the edge. It comes with a screwdriver. So basically you'll take this plate off and then all the metal letters come on little tabs. You just peel them off and then you put them in here. and then you'll put this plate back over, screw it on, and then you can shut this. And I mean, look how thick that is. Solid. And then if you really wanted to, you could put a padlock through here so that no one could access it. But definitely metal seed phrase plate, you got to have it. And yeah, those are the best cold wallet deals right now. Okay, I'm going to get back to the chat here. Okay, low key says, thanks for everything. I'm going to have my friend help me set up my wallet when I get it. Cool. Also, low key, if I'm assuming you trust your friend, that's why you're friends. If you wanted to do it in the privacy of your own home, or just by yourself, if you go to my channel or just type it on YouTube, Tangem User Guide 2025. I just released a user guide like a month or two ago. It's step by step how to set up the Tangem wallet. Like it's not like it's not super edited or anything. It's literally just me on camera showing you step by step in real time how to set up your Tangem wallet, including how to send crypto to it, how to send crypto from it. So if that is something you want to try on your own, definitely check out the user guide, and then maybe consult your friend if you need to. Do you think we see bigger sale this coming Christmas, Boxing? No. Usually Black Friday is the biggest sale of the year. Christmas being the next biggest sale, but usually for Christmas, from what I've seen in past years, if anything, they'll just run the same sale. And some of these brands are just even running, they're just running their Black Friday sale through Christmas. I forget which. I saw a couple brands doing it, but they're running their sale from basically from now until December 31st. So no, Black Friday is usually the best deal out of all the sales all year long. And as far as when all these sales are good for, all the ones that I mentioned, with the exception of the Amazon Black Friday thing, I think Amazon only does it for like a week. But all the hardware wallet brands, they're all going into the first week of December at least. So anywhere between December 1st and I think like December 9th for Tangem. Let's see. Loki says, after I activate it, I'll use a Bitcoin code also. Sweet. Yeah, you definitely want to take advantage of that free Bitcoin that you get if you buy a Tangem wallet with this deal. If I get the Tangem family pack instead of 3 wallets, 2 cards for each, will I get the Bitcoin for 3 wallets? No, it's because the family pack is one product. You're going to get just the $10 for the one product you order. Just ordered the family pack with your link. Got the ramen cat design. So cool. Thanks. Super cool. That's actually, I kind of forgot to mention that with the family pack is, yeah, with the family pack, you can actually choose different designs of Tangem cards. They have a bunch of different designs. So maybe that's worth showing. Thanks for reminding me that there are different options. So let me show you what I mean. Let's make this, you guys don't want to see me anyways, huh? It's okay. I get it. So yeah, here we have the family pack. So as you can see, you get 6 cards total. Oh, it tells you right here, you get $20 of free Bitcoin if you get the family pack. So not only do you get 30% off plus free shipping, you get $20 in free Bitcoin. That's actually insane. I didn't even know that. I wish they told me this stuff. Anyways, so yeah, with the family pack, you can mix and match. So you have the original classic black set. You basically have to get one of the original sets, which is the classic black or the stealth. My personal favorite is a stealth because it comes with 2 stealth cards. But this is a new design. What the heck? They're not telling me any of this stuff, guys. This is okay. Anyways, so this is actually a new design, Snowy Sakura. I think I'm going to buy this because that is really cool. Dang. So yeah, you can choose which other designs you want with your family pack. And again, you can mix all these cards together. Like once you get them, it doesn't matter how you use them, or if you use a stealth card with one of these design cards, it doesn't matter until you set them up. So you can use them however the heck you want to. Um, but but like this is the Ramen Cat one, for example, like you just mentioned. They have a bunch of different options. Caspa, if you like Caspa. But wow, that's a crazy crazy good deal right now. $20 in free Bitcoin plus 30% off, and you get 6 cards, which is basically 2 wallets. Ends November 28th. That's interesting. This is such a cool design. Am I the only one who thinks that? It's because I want to go to Japan like during the winter and actually see the cherry blossoms, and like this is like my dream made a reality on a card. Anyways, sorry. I just didn't realize that. So thanks for pointing that out. Wow. I just I don't know. I don't know why Tangem doesn't tell me this stuff. We got to figure stuff out on our own. But hey, look, we're doing it together as a community. So there we go. Plan to order Tangem. Quick question. If you have 3 cards linked to one wallet, is there a way to remove one backup card and pair it to a new wallet I create? There's not an easy way to do it. The only way you'd be able to do that is you'd have to factory reset all the cards and then basically set them all up again the way you want to set them up. Now, that's easier to do if you have a seed phrase because you can just import your seed phrase into your cards. If you don't have a seed phrase, there's you'd have to move your crypto off the cards first, then factory reset, then set them up again and move your crypto back onto it. Hey, I ordered 3 wallets off the website using your link. I see the company is in Switzerland, but the shipping shows it comes from Hong Kong. I'm new to your channel and I love your content. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, for sure. Like most wallets their wallets aren't actually manufactured where the company is headquartered. Tangem was started and founded and is still headquartered in Switzerland. The wallets are manufactured in Indonesia. The chips, the secure element chip, is manufactured maybe in Indonesia. I don't quite remember. Sometimes potentially in Austin, Texas, because it's made by Samsung. So they have a couple different factories. As far as where your Tangem wallet ships from, it depends on where you're located and their supply, because they have warehouses all around the world. Their warehouse in the US is in Salt Lake City, Utah. Then they have a warehouse in Hong Kong, and then they have a couple more warehouses. So yeah, that's why, just depends. It can ship from different locations. The cool thing about Tangem is it doesn't really matter where it ships from. When you order from the manufacturer, when you set it up, the app checks the card itself that it's an authentic Tangem wallet and that it's good to go. So yeah, I mean, there's not really anything to worry about. Ty says, I like the idea of having a wallet that comes with recovery tags instead of writing down a seed phrase. Yeah, I like that too. That's why Tangem has done so well. But again, the recovery tags, in my opinion, they're not a replacement for writing down your seed phrase. It's in addition to your seed phrase. Because ultimately, recovery tags are still technology. You're still relying on technology, which is more likely to fail than like a solid metal plate, right? So that's kind of how I look at it. I was hoping there would be a good Black Friday deal on the Gen 5. The Ledger app even asked me which wallet I wanted to see deals for and what option was Strange. Yeah, so anytime, and this always happens, anytime a company comes out with a new wallet, especially before something like Black Friday, they don't offer a sale on it. That's just how it goes because there's probably already a high demand for those wallets, so they don't really need to push them anymore. That said, there is a deal on the Gen 5 using my link. You get $10 in free Bitcoin. That's not offered if you just go to the website. However, if you click on my link in the description and go to the website, there is a deal on the Gen 5. So again, there's additional deals using my links that you won't find on the website. And just to be clear, my links take you directly to the manufacturer's website always. I've never directed anyone to a third-party website. The only exception is the Amazon thing, but that's not for hardware wallets. That's for metal seed phrase plates. but I would never direct anyone to a third-party website to order a hardware wallet because I don't do that myself. I always order direct from the manufacturer, but I have relationships with all these companies so that there are additional discounts on my links. That's the way they have the website set up for my link. So, is there any other advantage to buying the family pack over buying two sets of three cards? One, it's cheaper. Two, you get the additional $10 in free Bitcoin, and you also get to mix and match the card designs. So there's a ton of benefits. Yes, the Tangent card designs look cool. I'm telling you that design is just insane. I don't know. That is so sick. It's also kind of getting into like winter time. I don't know. It just kind of matches the season, I think. But yeah, no cherry blossoms in winter. Darn. Well, probably closer to winter though. Maybe in like the fall, I guess. I don't know. Logging in from South Africa, the ledger price is definitely USD 470 with the voucher. Perhaps each continent has a different price. It's probably shipping then added on. I don't know because that's not what it shows on my end. So if you're domestically here in the US, then it's probably the 399. I don't know what to tell you honestly. Psychedelic Starling, thank you. Of course, you are welcome. Let's see. Oh, you know what I forgot to do again? I didn't go over to Twitter and post everything. Let's see what's going on here. What is going on here? Okay. I always forget to check on my Twitter friends. Just bear with me here. Okay. Yeah, but I am curious to see what deals you guys are grabbing. My guess is that most people are going after the top three: Tangem, Ledger, and Trezor. But if you feel like sharing what deals you took advantage of, definitely drop them in the chat because I'm curious to know. I think I'm going to buy that family pack with the cherry blossoms because that is. I don't need any more Tangem wallets because I already have 8 sets of Tangem wallets, but I think I'm gonna have to buy that one because there's also a side of me that just kind of likes collecting them. I don't know. Don't judge me, but I've always collected stuff since I was a kid. So I'll probably end up getting that. It's super sick. Let's see. Over here on Twitter, trying to post the deals because I feel bad because I always forget to share them with my Twitter friends. Son of a gun. That's okay though. Nobody even watches us on Twitter. Sad day. Okay. Let's try that out. Okay, anyways. Now back to YouTube. Maybe the person with the price difference is using a VPN. I've had that issue in the past. Maybe. That could be a possibility. If you're using a VPN, try turning your VPN off and seeing if that helps with the price. Thanks for the recommendation. R. Pierce says weirdo. Thank you. Today I ordered the Trezor Safe 5, 40% off. Awesome. Yeah, that's a really good deal. And the Safe 5 really is a solid wallet. But if anyone else wants to share what wallet they got, I'm definitely curious to know. Let me just check a couple things here. What in the world? Today, Friday. We still have a week before Black Friday even starts. So this is these brands really did start early, didn't they? Now I hate to bore you all with going through these Black Friday deals again, but I might just have to. That said, I do want to just kind of say, like, I mean, obviously, if you're here watching this live stream, you're probably interested in knowing these Black Friday deals. Um, but yeah, like every day I've been posting about Black Friday. I understand that that probably gets tiring, and some people might even unfollow me. That's okay. Um, but with most companies, including my business, which is YouTube, a lot of the revenue is generated in like the last couple months of the year. Um, so yeah, my apologies for pushing Black Friday so hard and doing this stuff, but it is kind of necessary for the business. I mean, it's just the reality of it. Um, I don't necessarily like to push them this hard, but that's why I try to provide value in other ways by doing these live streams and answering questions live. I also think there's a lot of value in good deals. Like I don't feel bad for sharing good deals. I just feel like I don't want to tire out people by posting Black Friday deals every day. But that's just what's going to happen. Um, Especially because all these wallets aren't coming out with deals on the same day. It would be a lot easier if they did. That way I don't have to like, post a new deal every freaking day. But yeah, that's just the reality of it. And, it is what it is. So I do appreciate everyone who supports the channel and is here though. And I can run through these deals real quick. Let's see if I can do it even quicker this time without even discussing the wallets. Ready, set, go. Okay, let me hold on. Don't start. Okay, there we go. Okay, Tangem is doing 30% off their entire website using my link. If you don't use my link, it's only 20% off. So my link gets you the extra 10% off. You also get $10 of free Bitcoin with your order. So that means the 3 cards only $48, the 2 card sets only $38, the family pack is only $97. And as we just found out, if you order the family pack, not only do you get 30% off, you actually get $20 worth of free Bitcoin, which is insane. Next up, we have the Tangem Ring. This works exactly the same as the Tangem cards. It's usually $160. It's only $105, and you get free shipping. You also get free shipping with that family pack, by the way. Then we have the Tangem Holiday Box. This is something new, limited edition, limited time for obvious reasons, just for the holidays. It comes with a 3-pack of stealth cards, a Napa leather wallet to fit 4 Tangem cards, a Tangem branded thermos, and a Tangem branded tote bag. Tangem, if you're watching this, I would have liked to have seen a Tangem hat in this box so I could get a new one because mine is filthy. And I know a lot of other people wanted a Tangem hat, but maybe next year. But yeah, $126 for that box. Then we have Ledger Nano S Plus, Ledger's entry-level wallet. Really only a desktop wallet. It is not a mobile wallet. It doesn't have Bluetooth. It is $59 now. I believe that's its new permanent price. And it also comes with $10 of free Bitcoin. Then we have the Ledger Nano X. This is the first hardware wallet I ever bought back in 2020. Massive discount on this wallet, 50% off, bringing it down from $149 to $74. It's currently $74. It says $10 worth of free Bitcoin, but I don't believe that's the actual deal. It's just the 50% off, which is still insane value. And that one is desktop and mobile wallet, has Bluetooth. You can use it with your phone. Then we have the Ledger Nano Gen 5, Ledger's newest wallet, and it's their entry-level touchscreen wallet. There's no Black Friday deal for this wallet. It's $179. However, if you use my link, you still get $10 worth of free Bitcoin with that wallet, so you still get a deal on it. Then we have the Ledger Flex. It's a step above the Ledger Nano Gen 5. Really works exactly the same as the Gen 5, but instead of a plastic casing, it uses an aluminum casing for part of it. This one is $249 original price, but you get $70 in free Bitcoin, which is pretty insane to think about. That also makes it about the equivalent price as the Gen 5, if you want to look at it that way. Then you have Ledger's most premium wallet, the Ledger Stacks. Comes with the largest touchscreen, 3.7 inches. It's curved, and this one comes with $80 of free Bitcoin. Then we get into Trezor. Trezor Safe 7, the wallet they just launched a couple weeks ago, by far the best wallet they've ever put out. It's their first wireless wallet, encrypted Bluetooth. You can set it up, do firmware updates, and manage your crypto all on your phone or your computer, however you want to do it. You can use a USB-C cable. You can do it using Bluetooth. You can also connect the Bluetooth to your computer, which you can't do with Ledger. Yeah, $249 original price. Comes in 3 different colors. And it does come with a free wireless charger for Black Friday. Just note that the Bitcoin orange color you see here on screen is Bitcoin only firmware. So it only holds Bitcoin, whereas the green one and the black one will get you the multi-coin firmware. Then we have an insane deal on the Save 3 and Save 5, both still really great wallets. Save 3 only $49 with that 40% off, and the Save 5 is only $101 with 40% off. Save 3 has 2 buttons to navigate the device. Save 5 is a Gorilla Glass haptic touchscreen. Both these wallets don't have a battery, which is a good or a bad thing, depending how you look at it, but they are mainly desktop wallets because they have to be plugged in. Then we have Arrow Wallet. This is one of the newest hardware wallet brands to hit the market. My favorite air-gapped wallet on the market right now. Main reason being is that you can manage, you can set up, store, and manage 10 different seed phrases on this one device, which are all secured by their own PIN or password. So it's like having 10 wallets in one. It is water and dust proof. It also includes 3 recovery cards, which is similar to Tangent's recovery card, I forgot to mention. But basically, it's a PIN-protected card that you can use to back up your seed phrase onto in a secure manner. It's not a replacement for writing down your seed phrase, but it is a convenient option. So if you ever need to recover access to your wallet, you would just hold this up to the back of the Arrow wallet, in this case, like this. Enter the PIN code for the card, and you're back in. Again, this is a brand new wallet. The only downside to any new hardware wallet really is the coin support. Era has okay coin support, but it's not going to be anywhere near what you'll get with something like Tangent, for example. But $226 usually for Black Friday. It's $163. One note, if you go and click on this link in the description, is you'll land on the website and you'll see that it's only, the deal is $180. Once you add it to your cart and go to checkout, then you will see it drops an additional 10% down to the $163. So just a heads up there. Then we have Blockstream Jade if you're looking for a Bitcoin only wallet. I have the original Jade. I don't use it much because I don't use Bitcoin only wallets. Then you have the Jade Plus. They're both 100% air gap. They're both open source. You can use both of them in an air gapped manner or not. They both have cameras on the back of them for scanning QR codes. They both work with mobile and desktop devices. The main difference I would say between the two is the Jade Plus has the larger screen, 66% larger. So the original Jade is $62 and the Jade Plus is $133. So you're getting 21% off the both of those. Then we have Rider One, another new hardware wallet company that recently hit the market. Similar to Tangent in that it works almost the same. You hold it up to your phone to approve transactions. The main difference, though, is that Rider has a screen. So you first approve the transaction on your Rider One device. Then you hold it up to your phone to scan the device and approve the transaction. It also comes with a recovery card. So the seed phrase is actually split into multiple encrypted shares, one stored on the wallet, one stored on the card, one stored in the cloud. And it's also fully wireless, comes with the free wireless charger, IP67 rated, so it's waterproof. And yeah, it's 30% off. Usually $249, now it's $174. Yippee. Keystone 3 Pro, probably the most well-known air-gapped wallet. 100% open source, has 3 secure element chips, and allows you to manage and store 3 different seed phrases. Wowzers. Yeah, currently 20% off, making it $119, and you get a free carrying case. And then we're back to the metal seed phrase plate. Don't store your seed phrase on a piece of paper. Get a solid piece of metal to store your seed phrase plate on. Amazon's having their Black Friday week right now. That's where you can get your metal seed phrase plate. I've already filtered all the Black Friday deals for the metal seed phrase plates using the link in the description if you want to check them out. Obviously, the main advantage with these plates is they're fireproof, waterproof, corrosion resistant. They're best for long-term storage. You can get it in stainless steel or titanium. And yeah, there's lots of different options to choose from. Just make sure whichever one you get supports the length of seed phrase you have, whether that's 12 or 24 words. And we're done. How long was that? I forgot to time it. I think that was 5 minutes. I could probably go through it quicker, but I still want to. I still want people to be able to understand me. Okay, now I gotta find where we were here. 352 Lambo says I have Ballet and Tangent Wallet. Definitely prefer Tangent. I need more in my fleet. Yeah, exactly. That's why I've ended up with 8 sets of Tangent Wallets and why I'm about to get a 9th set because I like the stupid new design that they have. Ah. Okay. Whiskey Riddler says, bro, you have to make a living too. Your info is worth its weight. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, a business is a business, right? Like, you don't have a business if you don't make money because that's how you pay the bills at the end of the day, and that's how you survive. So I appreciate that. Let's see. Tangem seems like the best deal, and Trezor Keep. I wish Ledger Flex was on sale. Ledger Flex is on sale. You get $70 in Bitcoin. That's an insane sale. So yeah, if you don't see it as $70 off, look at it that way. You're literally getting $70 back. So it is on sale. Is a Tangem ring waterproof? Absolutely. Yeah, this thing it's waterproof. It's EMP resistant. It's X-ray resistant. I've gone swimming with this. I've gone paddleboarding with this. I've worked out with this. I've traveled internationally through airport security with this. I've never had an issue with it. Both the ring and the cards are completely waterproof. Giving the knockout punches my crypto portfolio has been taking. My wallet has officially entered witness protection. I'll have to sit these deals out for now. Yeah, I think a lot of us are there, but um, you know, depending on what you hold, this is just part of crypto. It happens every cycle. Stuff goes down, eventually it goes back up, and then the important thing is that your crypto is secured now. That way, once and if it does go back up, it's not susceptible to scammers or hackers who are going after your crypto. I need the Tangem and Blockbuster cap you have in my fleet. Yeah, the Tangem hat, I don't know what to tell you because I don't. They just sent it to me out of the blue one day. I think they had leftover from a conference. But if you want the Blockbuster hat that I have, I got it from it's called snagcollective.com. It's a local hat company. I think they're based out of Denver, Colorado, but then they also have operations in Austin, Texas. But it's like a small company, and they make the hats in-house, super high quality. But that's where I got my Blockbuster hat. Snag Collective, if you just Google it. They have a lot of different hats, like nostalgic hats. How many wallets would you consider as enough to diversify and manage? So I have an entire video on this topic. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you just go to my channel or type it on YouTube, how to diversify your crypto, I have the entire breakdown on the number of wallets and how to determine how many wallets you need and how to diversify your portfolio as far as like what percentages to put in each wallet. But I would say up to 3 is a good amount. Can you do a video on minting FXRP on Tangem, please? Probably not, because that's just not something I'm into. I don't even know what FXRP is. I'm just not into that. So that if I do it, it honestly won't be a priority. And it's not that like there's anything against doing that. It's just I think there's a very small. I just don't think it'd provide much value. Like I'd be basically making the video for you. Not that I don't want to do that. It's just not the best use of my time, if I'm being honest. Can Ledger and Tangem ship to Serbia? I don't know. If you just go to the website and just try to ship it to where you live, it'll tell you if it ships to your country. So you can go and check. I can try to check really quickly for you. I'll probably only check one though. I'm not going to check both because it's really easy to do yourself by just going to the website. You don't even have to order anything. Yes, Tangem ships to Serbia. It's really that. See how quick that was? So yeah, you can go and check. But just in case, where the heck is this? Just in case you don't believe me though, just if you just go to the website and then you just select order, and then you go here, and then you just type in your country, you can see they'll ship there. So you're good to go. Why couldn't the new Japanese Sakura Edition cars be available during the BOGO a few weeks back? Definitely would have bought them, right? I know. I literally didn't know they were a thing until today. They look so sick. That's why I'm like, well, screw it. I'm just gonna buy it. Um, yeah, I had no idea that that they freaking came out with that design. I wonder if they just released it today for Black Friday. In fact, I think they did, because I've been on Tangent websites, like on their website every day for the past few days, and I have not seen that. Ninth Wonder got the Trezor Safe 5. Nice. What are your thoughts on the do-it-yourself seed phrase washer stamps? Yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine. There's no right or wrong way to store your seed phrase on a piece of metal. Um, whatever you want to do, doesn't matter, as long as you get it in metal. I don't like the I guess the stamps would be okay, but like the Trezor Keep Key, the only thing I don't like about that is because it's in like a cylinder, it's really hard to see the seed phrase, in my opinion, versus something like the Keystone Plate. It's a lot easier. FXRP is a way to earn yield on your XRP with Flare. I think more people would be interested, maybe, but I think again, more people, maybe like 100 people, especially because it'd be with Tangem. Honestly, just not something I'm going to cover. I'm sorry. Should I go with the Safe 5 or the Jade Plus? Those are two completely different wallets. You have to understand the Safe 5 offers a multi coin wallet. So if you hold anything other than Bitcoin, you would have to go with the Safe 5 because the Jade Plus is a Bitcoin only wallet. For me, I don't really use my Jade wallet. I use the Safe 5 way more than I've ever used the Jade wallet. I've used the Jade wallet maybe once or twice. For the Safe 5, I've used it pretty consistently as my long term storage wallet. So for me, if it were me, I would go with the Safe 5. But you know what you need better than I do. So. Would it be worth going for the 7 instead? So the way what I would look at when deciding between the Safe 3, the Safe 5, or the Safe 7, it sounds like you want a touchscreen wallet. So the main difference between the Safe 5 and the Safe 7, one, the Safe 7, its screen is 62% larger, so it's a lot larger screen, which I can even show you right now. This is the Safe 7. This is the Safe 5. You can see the 7 is a good size larger. But the real difference is the Safe 7 is a mobile wallet. It has Bluetooth. So if you want to use it with your iPhone or your Android device, you can do that. You can also use the Bluetooth with your computer. That way you don't have to have it plugged in. Also, it has a battery. The Safe 7 does. It's the first ever Trezor wallet to have a battery or a wireless connection. That said, if the battery ever does fail, like it completely craps out, you can still use the Safe 7 plugged in just like you would with the Safe 5. So yeah, it really depends. Do you want to use your wallet with your mobile device possibly or with Bluetooth? If yes, then you'll have to get the Safe 7. If you don't care, you could probably get away with the Safe 5. How can I access Tangem? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. How do you access the deal? How do you access your wallet? I guess, what do you mean? I want to know about custom charges. I don't know what you mean either. What do you want to know? Could you be a little more specific? Just got to give a little more context if you want me to give you a good answer. If I don't have the context, you're not going to get the answer you want. Yo, what's up? What's going on? Let me know if you can hear me, because let's see what we got here. Let me know if you're still there. I have no idea what's going on. Says my internet's good, but it's just not connecting. So, I thought Tangent said that you can use Tangent Pay with any wallet, but since you mentioned I need a Tangent wallet, use Tangent Pay. Did the policy change? There was never a policy, but I did confirm with Tangent that yes, you have to use. You need a Tangent wallet if you want to use Tangent Pay. So that said, I think we'll end the live stream here just because we're having technical difficulties. All the deals are linked in the description if you want to check them out. I'll see you on the next live stream. God bless and peace out.